there is still some fight left in you.
Right. Yes. Now beat it out of him!
Gordon is on his way, sir. You have to hold Bane off until he arrives.
You will break! Before Christmas, it
Bırak
all
beni.
through the
Beni bırak.
But a creature was stirring. Not even a... Oh, well, a bat was stirring, but a few more blows to the head and he won't be anymore.
When I'm done with him, I'll be coming for you, loco.
Once more into the breach, dear friends. Ooh! He hit you so hard it hurt me! Come on, Bane! I got
Hanginizden
$50
çok
million
istedim?
in
Bilmiyorum
weapons
ki.
for waiting over here. Oh, come on, at least make a fight out of it. I want my money's worth. $50 million worth.
Cannot counter my tactics.
Ya bastım savunmaya. Yapma şunu be.
Your
Yeah.
technique is predictable.
Looks like this is it. It was nice knowing you. Actually, no, it wasn't.
Ya bırak beni lan. Ya oğlum basıyoruz ya. Lan basıyorum ya.
Now we are getting somewhere.
Geliyor adam geliyor.
A test of agility.
Lan nasıl bir manyaksın ya.
Will you confront or avoid?
Ya yapma abi.
This is not how I envisioned our battle. I thought...
Hayır lan. Lan yine geldi şu ya.
You cannot win! Run for your life! Accept your end!
Haydi oğlum. Az kaldı. Ayt.
None will stand in my way.
Yavaş ulan yavaş. Hayır be oğlum. Aman koyayım, yine mi geldi? Out be oğlum.
Rise to the challenge.
Ne oldu lan?
You just ran out of time. Now this is what I call a party!
This rooftop's getting too hot. You got off easy.
Just where do you think you're going? Huh? Oh, back for more, eh?
Ölmedik, hayatta yaşadım lan.
Why would you do that? Newsflash! I'm the one who's trying to kill you! Those were two very, very bad men. Ooh, the things they've done. You really don't want to know. They deserved death. Just like me. Freeze!
Don't move, freak!
I think he's talking to you.
Galiba benimle.
Take him down! Down!
Vay, Golden yıllar geldi.
Let me guess. He got away. Take him to Blackgate.
Where'd he go? Huh? Who? The Bat. Your partner. My partner?
Who else would jump off a building to save your sorry ass?
You know, officer. I was wondering the same thing myself.
Yani. Bulamayız.
Welcome to Blackgate. We're gonna do a quick psychiatric evaluation.
Fıstığımız da geldi.
Bad day, huh? Cops in this city. Always beating on the sick and defenseless.
Tell me something, dear. Have you ever had a really bad day?
And what do you mean by that?
You of all people should know. There's nothing so cruel as memory. The pointy, bitey little thunderbolts, unwanted party crashers screaming through your synapses. Inescapable, unrelenting, not at all friendly. You can't even escape into madness. And then you meet someone who changes your life.
Ne lan, ben mi vuruyorum?
You don't even know who you are anymore. Isn't it funny how one little encounter can cleave off little pieces of your past, deform your memories and persona until you rethink your whole identity? And as you realize how foolish it all is, your laughter reverberates off the walls of your own emptiness.
Okay. I'm gonna need more specifics. How about we try some word association?
That sounds delightful.
Okay. One more. And I need you to be serious for this one. Fate.
You want to know something funny? I used to think of fate as evil. Predetermined, not by some higher power, no, but by the rules of human nature. Tonight, it's all changed.
What's changed?
Have you ever had the feeling that your entire life has been building towards this one moment?
Is that how you feel?
Yes. Now I realize that all the battles, the bad days, the brutalities, it was all the hand of fate at work.
So now you see fate differently?
Absolutely. Now I understand there are no chance encounters. It was all meant to be. Everything leading up to who I've met tonight.
So you've met someone special?
Yes. And you might say it's changed everything.
Everything?
Absolutely. I mean, do you realize what a vile world we live in? How lonely it is to wade through all that wretched filth on your own?
It is kind of lonely.
Of course, you understand. Even in a crowd of other screwballs, you're so alone that you can kick,
So
claw,
careful,
yell,
man.
scream at the top of your lungs. And no one cares. It's like you don't even exist. I feel... Sometimes I feel like I'm trapped on this path leading nowhere, into just emptiness.
Now you feel like you've got someone by your side to share the journey with you.
Gidiyoruz ama nereye gidiyoruz?
And how does that make you feel?
I feel adrift, floating, like someone's pulled the stopper on my reality, and I'm sucked down the drain into something new. It's all very exciting, really. You wouldn't know what that feels like, I'm sure.
I might. Can you tell me more about how this person makes you feel?
It's like meeting someone I can actually relate to. Which, believe me, dear, I've never felt before. You understand? You're someone who's not afraid to let go and fall. Free falling, and I didn't pack a chute. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I figured you would.
So, may I ask, who is this person?
Oh, someone very, very special. But whose real name I don't even know yet.
My name's Harleen.
Harley.
Harleen Quinzel.
What a pretty name. Do your friends call you Harley?
Oh, I don't have a lot of friends.
Well, Harley, you got one now. trying to kill you.
Nereye gidiyoruz?
There's no need for this.
Ha, bizim ailemizin öldüğü yere.
The worst kind of criminal.
Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Master Bruce, it might be a bit anticlimactic, but I hoped you might finally be ready to celebrate Christmas Eve, now that the Joker's behind bars.
Bane is still out there. I've got to locate the signal from the tracker I placed on him.
Even you must eat, sir.
If you hadn't called the police, he'd already be in custody.
Dispatch, this is Delta 47.
You know, I made a promise of my own to your parents.
No sign of any casualties.
Not now, Alfred.
The story back at the precinct. Place is evac. Found bombs under the foundation. Some kind of hopped-up freak. Must have been 400 pounds of muscle. Took 6 cops to gun that bastard down. Yeah, I saw the body in the morgue. Couldn't believe it.
Sounds like this could be Bane or one of his men. If I hurry to the GCPD morgue, I can inspect the body and the autopsy report.
Well, before you leave, I've run some tests on the compound you found at the steel mill. Looks like a match for your globular projectile for non-lethal restraint.
You mean the glue grenade?
Indeed. The resin has finished curing. It's at your workbench. Of course, I'd recommend testing it here in the lab before you go.
Tamam.
Oh, but I'm sure you won't listen to me. You never do.
Yapışkanmamaya alalım.
So I take it you won't be testing it then?
It's called field testing, Alfred.
Buraya gideceğiz. Yes. Şöyle.
Master Bruce.
Ne oluyor lan?
Stop! Master Bruce.
Ne oluyor lan?
Bruce, I will not in good conscience allow you to go. You're outmatched by these assassins.
what?
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger. You're in over your head, and I don't want this to be your end.
Alfred, who do you see when you look at me? The boy whose shoes you used to tie every morning? The teenager you drove to his first date? While you are here every night, I am out there. The only thing between the innocent and the predator.
Be.
No, not may be. I am. When the mugger or the thief stops to think twice, that is fear. That is what I am. That is why they hired assassins, because I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. So no, Alfred, I am not in over my head. Tonight will not be my end, but it will be theirs.
Hadi hayırlısı. Yok bir yerden. Yani bir yerden tut canım. Her yerde
It's the bat! Call it in!
The bat's here!
bir tane silahlı var. Tamam.
Target spotted above us.
Why don't you come down and fight?
I need backup!
That's a brawl. Let's break it up.
Oğlum kaç kişisiniz?
Thinks he can mess with us?
Really?
Move in. I handled worse than you. This'll speed things up. I can take you.
Lan kolum yoruldu hadi.
Outstanding.
Guess you didn't see my badge.
Code 4 confirmed. Nothing missed.
Ah. Yani bıraktı seviye attım yanlışında. Gir bakalım şundan içeri.
I should try to use my new glue grenade to plug these pipes.
Şimdi şu... Oğlum ben... Bir dakika. Niye indim, niye çıkıyorum? İndir şunu. Buradan. Haydi. Hayır. Yani ben buraya niye geldim onu da bilmiyorum. Buraları zaten gelmedik mi oğlum biz? Yani benim buralarda ne işim var? Benim bilmem böyle gidiyoruz ama doğru mu gidiyoruz, yanlış mı gidiyoruz hiç bilmiyorum. Evet, hiç alakasız gitmişim değil mi?
Whoa! What is that? There's a party going on.
Alakasız gitmişim. Öyle bir gezdik geldik. Şöyle gidelim. Yani buradan mı gideceğiz acaba? Buradan gitsek şeye gidiyoruz. Kanalizasyondan devam ediyoruz. Olmuyor.
I got multiple calls available. Sending them out.
Gidelim bakalım ya. Yes. Şaka mısın oğlum ya? Şu ya. Abi bilmiyorum, bundan hep aynı yere çıkmıyoruz mu ya biz? Allah Allah. Allah Allah.
It's not Bane, but one of his men. The same one I saw at the riot in the precinct's holding cells earlier. I should scan his corpse. The victim was dosed with a chemical that caused temporary deformation of his physiology. I'll need to check the autopsy report to find out more. That computer should contain the autopsy report I'm looking for. Interesting. The victim was using a powerful compound with many similarities to the street drug Venom at the time of his death. It changes the user's muscle and bone structure, greatly enhancing strength for a temporary period. It appears that whatever this compound is, it reduces mental capacity in several ways, including severe damage to the brain's memory center. Prolonged use could seriously compromise the user's memory. There's Bane's tracker.
All available units. We've received reports of shots fired inside the Coventry district. Witnesses describe two armed groups fighting over what appear to be chemical weapons. Requesting any available officers locate and secure the scene.
Chemical weapons. I should investigate.
Ops. Çıkalım.
I should hurry to Bane's location before I lose the signal again.
Tamam. Burada bir bölüm sonu diyelim. 51 dakika oldu. Donmadan, kasmadan, çökmeden 51 dakikamız daha oldu. Çok güzel. Şükürler olsun. Darısı diğer bölümlerin de başına bakalım. Bir sonraki bölümde tekrardan görüşmek dileğiyle arkadaşlar. Şimdilik hepiniz hoşça kalın.